What is up, everybody? This is Chibi Kai. I am doing my next Let's Play. It is going to be Metroid Fusion for the... well, this game is for the Game Boy Advance, but I'm going to be playing it on another emulator. So, this is the file that I beat the game on. This is going to be my practice file, and this file is going to be our Let's Play file. So let's get started and start. I'd been assigned to watch over Biologics research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. And there's our hero in the orange and red suit, Zamis Aran, who just killed a creature and some weird floating parasite thing just attacked us. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasite organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Does not sound good. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. That really does not sound good. And there goes our ship, and we are freaking out. Goes our ship into the asteroid belt. And boom, game over. Good game, everybody. Nope, not over. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to the Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me. Does not look very pretty, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed. And it would appear that our hero had to be awake the entire time, so I hope we had some drugs or something to ease the pain of what looks like surgical lasers, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. And in case anybody isn't familiar with any of the Metroid games out there, the Metroid is that, I guess, kind of jellyfish looking creature with huge teeth. In the background, they're pretty much, once they get a hold of you, they'll start sucking the life force out of you. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infected Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. And there they go. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn, as something different. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. This is a reference to another Metroid game. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of me taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I have found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. Another reference to another Metroid game. This game does make a lot of references to past Metroid games. And here we are in the research station, and about to finally get to some gameplay. After we see a map of the area, there's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate the quarantine bay is here. Got a nice little target telling us where to go. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. And my objective is clear. And let's go to the quarantine bay. So the controls are pretty simple. We got our running, jumping, shooting. I can hold my left trigger to do an ankle shot up, an ankle shot down, and we can crouch. We will be doing stuff with my right trigger eventually, but as of right now we don't have anything to use it with. Let's check out navigation room. The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. Let's make our way up. who looks like was infected by an X parasite. And I guess we just make our way back to the navigation room, because that appears the only way that we can go. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by the X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection, only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue from the X parasites whenever you possibly can. The station is home to many species, some violent ones. You must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Zamus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. 10%? That does not sound very good at all. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Zamus. Objective is clear, and he has released all 0 hatches. If you see on our right hand, we have 4 level locks that we will be getting to eventually throughout this game. But for now, we can only go through blinking doors. So let's just make our way up here. We have a blinking door right there, and some doors that are still locked. Got an enemy to kill. Got a save room. Pretty much any save room that I come to, I will be saving, so just because some parts in this game can get pretty hectic and you can die easily. Looks like I can't kill that thing if I don't fall. Looks like I can't kill that thing just yet. We'll need a, I guess, a weapon upgrade. I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Awesome. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. Missiles are always fun to play with. This will up against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. Data room is here. Objective is clear. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. Awesome. And sorry about my voice, I got a bit of a sore throat or something like that, I'm not sure. Actually gonna go grab myself a drink, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back guys, sorry about that. Just had to go and grab myself a drink of water, but let's continue up the elevator. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me Lady on missions from anyone else would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect, some irony, I named the computer after him. Yet another reference to previous Metroid games with Adam Malkovich. Now then, let us get some missiles. Missile data. So now... that didn't sound too good, but anyway, if I hold my right trigger, my cannon will open up and I can shoot missiles, but let's see what's going on. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge bio signs, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite, which are green parasites, as hinting that X parasite is in green. You'll see them. Try it out. Objectives clear. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to the target. Okay. Let's go up here. Shoot that thing. Let's go back down to show you the recharge room. There we go. Let's save our data. Okay. Now we just go. Well, actually, something that's, I want to say, unique in this game that other Metroid games didn't do right off the bat is we have a grabbing feature that we can grab onto ledges. In some earlier Metroid games, that was actually an upgrade that we had to get, and now we can also destroy those green, I don't know, I guess orb things with our missiles. Just gotta make our way around all of this stuff. And here's a missile tank to upgrade our capacity. If we go to the left, we will get another missile tank. And so now we just make our way to the right. and we come to a boss door. When the eye starts to glow, you want to jump out of the way, because he'll shoot a beam at you. When the eye isn't glowing, what you want to do is shoot a missile at it to damage it. And if... There we go. And I didn't show it off for too long, but that red X-Parasite will recharge a large portion of our health and give us back missiles. So it's just a combination of the orange and the green X-Parasites. So once we save, let's head inside, and the door has closed behind us. No way to go back. Jump up here and grab an energy tank, which will recharge our energy. And if we go right up to the edge, get our missiles out, fire up, just do a normal shot, we'll reach a secret area that has another energy tank. This energy tank I often miss by either I forget or I jump down here, which leads to the boss fight, and you cannot get back. And here is the reason why. We have disappearing blocks. Now for this enemy, you just want to spam missiles, so fire down, then fire some blue blades. You'll then turn into this ball that, if it hits the edge, it will knock us down. And then he'll turn into this giant X-Parasite ball. And you just want to shoot missiles at him. If you fire your regular beam, it will just make more X-Parasites come out. All you have to do is hit it 3 times, and it will die, and we will get a new ability, the Morph Ball. Just hit down twice, and we turn into a little rolling ball. So, now that we have this, we can... Now that we have our rolling ball, we can reach some areas that we couldn't before. And we can also now destroy this thing to find a recharge room. Just recharge my missiles. And let's see where to go. Looks like we just need to start heading to our left. Saved a little while ago, so I think I can just skip that one. To the navigation room. Zamus, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-Parasites. Sector 1 SRX shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. objective is clear. Use the navigation inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. And since the story's blinking, let's have a gander at what's inside. And we are dying. Let's get out of here. So, the reason why we were dying just there is because the whole environment there is ice, and one of the main weakness to the Metroids was ice. So since we have Metroid DNA in us, we are vulnerable to ice. And if we, or I guess as you saw, we take instant damage whenever you walk into an area that is ice. And let's take the main elevator down to all the access rooms. And that looks a lot like our old suit, with someone or something inside of it who has a lot of abilities that we do not have. Kind of scary. Hope our computer will give us some information on this new, I guess, enemy or other us that seems to be walking around making holes in walls and everything. The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time. Unfortunately, some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful. Certainly not human. Does not sound very good for us. I'll report when I know more. Now listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Objective is clear. Let's get moving. Let us save. And recharge, since we lost some health a little while ago walking into that ice room. Yep, looks like we want to go through here. And these little balls will start doing damage to you. And if you wait too long, they will actually start combining to create one giant blue-green orb that does massive damage. This is one of the air conditioners. Just want to grab your missiles out, or I guess they're atmospheric stabilizers. You just want to shoot it 3 times with your missiles and everything will be cleared out. Some more enemies. You want to keep shooting the little wall and eventually you'll break it and you just get in your morph ball and we can grab another energy tank. Can I get up from this? There we go. And so these right here are more disappearing blocks. Just want to simply jump over them. Want to do the same thing, shoot it 3 times with a missile, and eventually the air will get cleared out. And we just want to start heading down, see what's through here. There's like a type of enemy, but don't want to go that way just yet. Looks like we got another save room with a piece of wall that we can break. Now it looks like this little tunnel we can get through with our ball, but unfortunately we can't jump yet with it. So what you want to do is jump in the air and get into your morph ball and just hold right. And roll right into this room with a bunch of walls. So what we want to do is something called wall jumping. Is you just jump and you hit the opposite direction. And how I failed that, do not know. I should have grabbed onto the ledge. There we go. Now I made it seem, I guess, easy 2 times in a row, but that is actually very difficult to do. It's taken me sometimes like 3, maybe not 3 minutes, but like at least a minute to get up. Sorry about that. At least a minute to get up there, but I did it. And well, I should have done it that first try, but anyways, I did on my second try, so did not waste too much time. Now let's go through this area, and these horned creatures, you cannot damage them from their front, so you just want to jump over them and shoot them from behind. Now, in this room, we will be coming back to eventually, but for now we can grab one upgrade and just make our way back across. And those creatures are what appear to be space pirates, but looks like the X have gotten hold of them and just made, I guess, X space pirates, maybe, call them that. Anyway, we got another stabilizer we have to save. Just want to check my map real quick. And we just continue our way to the right. Another one we have to destroy. And sorry about that, my computer started falling asleep. Let's see what we got in this room. Looks like we got another missile tank. Just want to jump down, make our way to the right. Got some space pirates. X space pirates to destroy. Angle that way as I can. Nope, nope. Don't need to kill that one. Shoot that little, I guess, button to make the door open up. And we just make our way across. Shoot out the hole so that we can get through. Got some more disappearing blocks and what appears to be another boss door. But sadly, this is the end of part 1 of the Metroid Fusion Let's Play. So I will see you all in part 2.